how to sharpen a Bowie knife, right? Or the way I sharpen my Bowie knives. Okay, I learned this from a few different people along the way, and then I kind of put my own spin on the whole process, and it's a damn good process. Okay, and what I also do before all of them is I'll do, you know, the sharpness test before, right now, video, and then I'll sharpen them, and then afterwards, so you can see for yourself. Just because I say how to sharpen Bowie knife, yes, this is geared completely for Bowie knife, everything from the point all the way down. But you could also sharpen any knife this way, using these this method, this guideline, formula, whatever you want to call it. But you know, it is a multi-step. It's not 1, 2, 3. All right, you've got to be serious about it, and you got to get some basic equipment first of all. All right, so you know that. So let's start with it. Well, first I'm going to show you what I'm going to be sharpening today. One of my Bowies, one of my favorite Bowies. It's a long time. It needs a good sharpening. It's been a while since I sharpened it. So I'm going to sharpen this one. It's a 10-inch blade, cold steel, the Wild West Bowie. I'm also going to sharpen one of my EDC fixed blades. It's a UC scrapyard knives, War Dog, AP steel. Can't say enough good things about this knife. The whole video on it today. My own little inside the waistband sheath I made. And also I'm going to be sharpening my new tomahawk for the first time. I just got this a couple of days ago. Got it on eBay. It's Hardcore Hardware from Australia. They don't, Hardcore Hardware doesn't exist anymore, so these are like, not only are they great, super great weapons, but they're also super rare and hard to find now. But I believe they did start it over, or start a new company called Half Breed Blades, and they have a lot of the same designs, you know, almost identical. So, but anyway, I can't say enough about this tomahawk. I haven't used it yet. I haven't trained with it yet. I haven't tested it yet. Nothing. This is the first thing I'm doing with it, is sharpening it. And while I know how to do a Bowie knives, the tomahawks are new to me. Learning how to sharpen them and that part. Not training with them, but you know, sharpening them. So, you know, I know a little bit of it, and then I'm just going to adapt my own style to it. All right, so get going here. I hope I can make this video short enough, you know, so I can get it up for the American Bowie Knife Fighting channel. I'm going to make their own sharpening video probably anyway. All right, first thing you need, you stand up and being lazy here. All right, first thing you need is Zippo fuel, okay? Not that stupid oil they give you in that stupid sharpening packages at Dick's and shit. Take the oil, give it to your enemy. Let him fuck up his knives with that. What you want is something called petroleum distillates. All right, petroleum distillate. I don't know if you can read it there. Says it right. All right. Okay, you want, and they come in many forms, not just lighter fluid. WD-40 can work in a pinch. What else? I forgot the name of the other shit. I forget it. But I don't know. I use this all the time. Zippo. It's easy to get Zippo fuel. You know, because real quick, I'm not a a metal expert, but I learned a little bit about it and why it's no good, the oil. And what the oil does is, in a nutshell, this is Cliff Notes here, when you're sharpening a knife, you're taking away from the blade. You know, you're removing dead, dull material off the blade so you can get it nice and crisp and sharp again. You know, it's what you're doing. You're not adding material when you sharpen. Okay, that would be asinine. But what that oil does is when you are sharpening it, you know, the very tiny microscopic little bits of metal and shit that's supposed to be going away from your blade gets wrapped up in that oil and it gets deposited back onto the blade. It may appear it's a little bit sharper and stuff, but trust me, you know, if you want to use the oil with your knives, I don't care. But if you want to be smart, try this once and you'll see. And the petroleum distillates, they do the opposite. When you're sharpening, their makeup makes the metal fragments and shit that you're shaved off pull away from the blade and get out, you know, so it stays clean and sharp. So there you go. Take my word for it or not. So this is a huge part, one of the hugest part of my sharpening thing. Now, next thing you need is a couple of diamond stones. You know, I'll show you what I have. I'll just tell you what I have. Get what you want on your own. Or I have 3 in here. So it's like a medium diamond stone. This one is a fine and a coarse. There's a line there for hooks and shit. And then I have an even finer one, real fine. Arkansas. I forget what it was called, but it's really fine, extra fine. This is the last one. And then, most importantly, again, just as important as the lighter fuel, another thing that most people don't know about is a strop, a leather strop. Either a stropping board like this, or like the barbers use in the barber shop, that strop. Okay, this is the final process of it, and it pulls it together great, you'll see. So those are all the things you need. Get going, just take longer than I thought. I don't think, there's no way I'm gonna have time to sharpen all 3 of these blades. You know, I'm just hilarious sometimes when I think of things. Oh, I'm gonna do all 3 in that time period. You know, I can do one good without rushing it. So it's gonna be, obviously, it's gonna be the Bowie. Right. I'll do these later. All right. Now, first, I'm going to show a sharpness test of how it is now. He's in sad shape, so don't judge him too hard. I'm pretty brutal. A piece of paper. That was a decent cover. I'm surprised it did that. I like it. That's what it feels like. And they do other sharpening tests. This here is a rubber weightlift mat for the floor. Put it on it, press and pull. Okay, very light mark. And then another good way is, ideally if you have them hanging up, but you know, put it on, not hard, no pressure, just the weight of the blade. Throw it back. See, nothing. Nothing. Disgusting. Can't believe I'm training with this thing is dull. Alright, here we go. I like to mark it too. Okay, before. Cardboard sometimes, but again, time, and I know the noisemaker will be out sooner or later. So I start with I hate them. For start with my coarse, my medium. You gotta get your own rhythm and angle, but you'll develop your own after a while, and count the numbers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You could do it on a thing, but I don't like it that much. That's it. Yeah. 6, 7, 8, 9. I'm only going to do 10 because of time. Right, now the tip, which is done differently than you might think, it's in circular motions, because the point of a Bowie is round actually, not pointy. So I do this little half moon movements on one side, and then I put it right over, and I do the other side, so the half moon things. I fucked this point up too. I the drop, it fell out of the sheath, and boom, right on the concrete. Have something to wipe it. Yeah, I had something. Now it's got like a foam piece that I came with my watch. It's great for this kind of shit. Okay, so that's one. Now I'll go to my other coarse and fine one. Start with coarse, of course. Very careful, you know. 2, 3, 4. I've been doing this a long time. 5, 6. You don't have to do it with every stone, the tip. You know, I do really, you could just do it at the end, but I'm obsessive with it. I always do it that way. I've got to re-profile this tip. Right, last one. Lighter fluid too works great. This is my finest stone, 2, 3. And you do more. I usually always do more, but for the sake of the video. favorite part was the strop, because that really, like I said, that really polishes it up good, and just there's just something to it that nothing else can. So I just start, pull down, away, back, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Wear gloves if you're not used to this. 7, 8, 9, 12, 11, 16. All right. Test begin. Okay. First I'll start with the papers. 2 papers from before. The same right next to it. Well, you know what? It folds. Let me do it upside. Look at the difference. Using the same amount of pressure. I wouldn't lie to look good and fuck myself with a dull knife. I'm going to be the hardest judge on the sharpening process of anyone for me and my knives, and that's how you should be with yours. Alright, here's the other one. Too much pressure, just like that. I'm going to go right along the same line. Yeah, it's a lot quicker. And the last one. This is a good one. Good test. Chug out. Something for a decal. Needs more sharpening, obviously, but it's a lot better. A lot better. Fun, huh? You like a little destruction here. It's kind of hard because it's freestanding. Let's do another test, another sharpen. Just, I wanted to also, it's not a tomahawk video, but just real quick make a note. The edge of the tomahawk is not the killer. The killer is the spike. Okay, let me show you. Okay, nothing really. decent cut for I haven't even sharpened this thing yet. Right, for one more. Lost my trusty Bulldog. Stab the wood there. Alright, made a fairly decent mess. It's going to take me a little bit to clean up. So, there you go. That's a quick one. I'm not really that happy with it. I'm going to do it over again. I did one of these about 1.5 years ago, 2 years ago. So, I hope you like that. Brothers and sisters of the blade, welcome. All right, Jason out.